Good evening. It's actually evening time this time. And I am Chrissy from Up the Windy Lane. We're going to do a little bit of a garden tour today. It's October. I almost forgot to do a garden tour. I'm not really used to having probably this much stuff in my garden in October. We're towards the end of it. We just got back from a little trip. I hope you enjoyed that video about leaving the farm that was on a couple days ago. If you did, be sure to check that out. Kind of give you some tips and tricks on what I do to be able to leave the farm for a few days and how I manage that. But let's get into it. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a garden tour for October done. I'm not gonna lie, it's really messy. It's I've got stuff piled kind of out of the way. I've just got like some wild things coming up. The comfrey, I mean, I need to harvest some more of that. Of course, we've got marigolds going everywhere. Now, if you've been watching my updated videos on what I'm doing in the garden, how I'm redoing things, you'll know that why all this is cleaned out and why this is going to be here cleaned out soon. But the marigolds are still really pretty. I got back today, actually, and there are just lots of things still to be picked. Like, I've got lots of nadapinos I can pick off of here. May take this plant in when we clean up this bed. Lots of flowers still blooming. Of course, the squash is done. I did pick those before I left. I do have still tomatoes. I've got green tomatoes everywhere, so I'm going to be making some things with some green tomatoes. My plan is to make some chutney and some green tomato hot dog relish with those green tomatoes. So I've got to do that. I actually have some that I picked a few days ago and they're on the back porch, so I do have to check on those, make sure those are okay. But I do have some more in here that I can use. But comfrey, I've got comfrey actually coming up everywhere. There's some more comfrey coming up here. Yeah, it just, if you've ever seen the seeds for that, you'll know why. They're kind of sticky. But these marigolds are just gorgeous. I'm going to pick some more of those. I've got some beets in here that I'll be picking. This bed is just, these are just a mess. And I almost walked right into that lady. How are we gonna? Yeah, let's go a different way. And hopefully my basil, it is starting to bloom, so I'm hoping to get some seeds off of that. Peppermint, I don't know, I've been walking a little bit and so is something else. Oh, there we go. Got some blooms over here, so I'll get some seeds off of those. That'll be exciting. These marigolds are about done, and I did pick the sweet potatoes out of here. These beds are a mess. I did not get this one, so this vine is still alive, but I've got some more tomatoes over here. This was the second succession from the suckers. And the horseradish is coming back up. It still has to be moved. The ginger has to be picked. The asparagus has to be clipped and moved. There's some more tomato. There's some tomatoes there that need to be picked and given to the chickens. Some beans in there just for seeds. I even have blooms. Do you see those? Blooms on tomatoes. It is like the end of October. That's just crazy to me. It's like the end of October. We haven't had a frost yet, which is kind of weird. We are past halfway. I was expecting a frost by now, but we haven't had a frost, so that's good. But I do have lots of things I need to get out. I've got some, I've even got potatoes coming up. This is the bed of gorgeous marigolds, basically just a marigold bed. And I did already pick these once, and they came back out like crazy, so I'm going to pick them again and use them. But I've got, this is supposed to be all beets, and I've got a couple or so nice little sized tomato plants coming up, and some goldenrod that I saved. I'll cut that. I've got some amaranth over there that I'm going to cut, and actually I have another potato. Actually more than that. There's a few in here. So I had potatoes in both of these beds, so now that's coming up again, so I'll have to pick those. Got to get with it. Got some more over here. Supposed to be carrots in here. There is not carrots over there. There was seed. Celery. Not celery. Oh my goodness. Lettuce. All this lettuce has gone to seed, as you can tell. And I'm going to probably just collect this. Depends on how long it takes me. Depends on how long it takes me to actually get this all cleaned up. If I have seeds, then I'll save the seeds. If not, if I get to this bed and it's time to take this bed up and redo the raised bed garden, I just won't worry about it. I do have a plant over here that I think is, I think it's a cucamelon, which it's not. I'm not saving it. But I will tell you, these marigolds are, they're just like, now they've come over here. They just will not quit. Bad idea to ever plant this, because it's just like taking over everything. They're even up there on the loofah right now. I am excited about this though. Hopefully I will get some seeds from that. Got some thyme in there. These don't have to be moved though because of what I'm doing with the raised bed garden. But the loofah is still green. There's lots in here though. I'm pretty excited. Okay, maybe they're, I don't know. I don't know if they're starting to turn or not. That one might be. No. Lots of them though. I don't know if I'll have to plant loofah next year. I will, but I probably wouldn't have to. We'll walk out here real quick to the caterpillar tunnel. I don't think I've shown it a whole lot. I'm just gonna give a brief little overview. I actually have figs coming up on my fig tree though. That's kind of weird. I don't think those will make it. These figs actually died when we had the fig trees died back when we had a really cold winter, and I thought they had actually died and they came back out. One of them's doing like really well, but it's got like four. I mean, they each have, well, maybe 3 sprouts coming out at the bottom. So I'm not really sure what to do about that though. Here's the caterpillar tunnel. Has yet, to have the plastic on it. I'm gonna try to get that done this year, here before long, so we can actually plant out here because the raised bed garden will be kind of tore apart. And I'm hoping my peonies live and everything. But I thought about moving some of the asparagus out here on the other side and putting the horseradish out here. I don't know. Poor little fruit orchard looks kind of bad. I've got the chickens. We're moving the chickens out here. But here is one of them. So this is the one that kind of died. And then now there's 3 or 4 coming out around that. And then here's another one where it actually died back here. Whoops. Yeah, right there. And then now I've got like these coming out. And they're really, they're really nice. Oh, that's actually might be ripe. Huh. That's cool. But you can see I've got these. So I don't think those are going to make it though. That's interesting. I hadn't seen that one. I don't know what to do about this because I don't think all these need to stay here. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up a little bit. Okay, so I tried the fig and this one's ripe. It's pretty good. Not going to lie. It's pretty good. It's kind of weird looking on the inside. I'm going to give the rest of it to the chickens, but it's pretty tasty. Yeah, if you saw my video, I did finally get the strawberries planted out here. I do need to put some straw on here. These are my Rugosa roses. This is going to be pulled out, and there are some strawberries over here, and then a Rugosa rose over here, which I haven't seen. I was trying to figure out how to get the rose hips off of it. But I'm wondering if I waited too long, because on the other one, it just seemed like they were gone. I don't know. So I've got my blueberry bushes out here. I've got some trees out here. I don't really know what they are because they haven't actually produced fruit, which is one of them is this one. And I hadn't really noticed, but it looks kind of big. This one's actually grown. I've got some trimming to do though, like these right here. These coming up right here, I will trim those off. I don't want them coming up like that. So I will have to trim that, but this one just seems really big. It's never really put any fruit on though, so I really have no idea what tree it is. Hello, little birdies. They're gonna be able to be big enough to go in the coop here before too much longer. Those guys are. Get them out of there and give them some more room. We'll walk back over here towards the house and I'll let Mavis loose. I've been keeping her on a line of a day because she's been chasing chickens, and she got one down one day and was gonna kill it if I didn't get her away from it. So she's kind of been outside on the line like Russell, because Russell doesn't bother the chickens other than just kind of playfully chase them, but he runs off. So he has to stay on a different line, and she has to stay over here because she likes to chase the chickens. All right, Mavis, come here. All right. There we go, Miss Mavis. Are you good now? No jumping. Figure we just go ahead and come up here. You can see the spilanthes. They're dropping seeds like crazy. So we're going to have more spilanthes down here. That's a toothache plant. If you've never tried a spilanthes plant, you definitely need to get one. So those are all seeds, and they're just the coolest plant. So I bought one plant at a farmer's market one year, and I've had seed ever since, because I save seed every single year. So it's a really cool plant. Got some lavender and some rosemary. My lemon balm, or my lemongrass is a little big. But my feverfew has bloomed, And as you can tell, I have Spilanthes everywhere. And like all these are going to be seeds. So, I mean, look at all those. Got some lambs here. Look at this beautiful pineapple sage blooming. And we've got some chives opening up seeds. Look at all those seeds in there. We're just going to drop those right down there. Got some thyme. Get out of there. Get out of there. And then, well, this is chocolate mint. Doesn't look super great. It smells good though. And then this is Tulsi. This is holy basil. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm hoping that it comes up bigger next year. More chives. This is hyssop that I actually have somewhere else. These are all seeds. Well, seed pods. There might not be seeds in there now, but it smells kind of licoricey if you've never smelled hyssop. And we've just got some stuff over here. We've got some more lavender and chives and oregano and lemon balm and bee balm. Maple tree that needs to be moved. I've got some echinacea over here that usually I'll let go to seed. I probably could use the root this year though. I do save this as well. So we're going to stop right over here by the citrus, which actually has to go in. Ooh, I'm not really sure. I need to check, but it's going to have to go in pretty soon because we're getting kind of chilly. It's getting down into the 40s, but it's still pretty warm. I suppose this week is supposed to be up into like high 70s, close to 80s, so I think I'm okay still. It's doing really well. The ginger, I've never had ginger before, and now I have it everywhere. This is a banana tree. It has to go in, and then these three have to go in. There's the lime. They've gotten so big. Check those out. That is so cool. So that's the lime. This is the orange tree, and then this is the Meyer lemon, which they've really grown. So I need to check and see if I need to trim them or not, or what I need to do with them, where I need to put them. I really need a sunroom. But from this banana tree, if you've seen my other videos, I actually have two more. So I have one right there, and I have one right here. So that was pretty cool. I got two more banana trees out of that one from pups, and they survived. So that was pretty cool. So that was pretty short. There's really not a whole lot going on. Well, I shouldn't say that because I feel like there is. I've got messes and I've got things to clean up. So I do have that. I've got morning glories to pull out of the garden, and definitely not going to do those anymore. Mavis is already looking at the chickens. The chickens are not in their coop. They're in their run, but not in the coop yet. She can get in there. She's figured out how to get in there. Hopefully this week I'll have a little bit more time to get in here and get some more of this garden cleaned up. And yeah, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. I may be doing it all winter. We'll see how it goes. We do have some rain coming in this weekend though, and then we do have some more rain after that. So I really need to get the raised bed garden cleaned up and kind of done what I want to do to it before like a bunch of rain comes in, because then it's going to be a mess, and then I won't be able to work on it until spring, and that won't be any fun because I want to have it done, like ready by spring. So I don't know. We'll see. If you've got any tips, you got any comments, you got any suggestions, be sure to leave them below. I hope you enjoyed this. This is like a really short, I've got a few things to harvest. I've got some things to wait on, and but I'm pretty happy with it so far. We'll see. I could have done better, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today.